France is having a very cold spell, and it declares an emergency as the freak cold snap wipes out a third of the French vineyards' wine crop. This is on Sputnik News. An estimated 2 billion euros worth of production has been lost after an early warm spell. The warm spell encouraged grapevines and fruit trees to blossom, and that was followed by a cold snap that killed them off. That came after the industry lost 1 billion euros in exports last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, France has declared this national emergency after a third wine production has been lost to the rare spring frosts. The French agricultural minister Julien de Normandie hyperbolically described the crisis as probably the greatest agricultural catastrophe of the beginning of the 21st century. This week, he said, and the government declares an agricultural emergency. And I would assume it's not just the wine that is suffering, the vineyards. It's also the produce. I don't know, maybe perhaps apple trees or whatever, pear trees, things like that. Now, an early bout of warm weather encouraged vines and fruit trees to blossom early, only for a sudden cold snap to nip them in the bud. And the Champagne, Bordeaux, Burgundy, Rhône, and Loire valleys and Provence have all been affected. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So that's over 2 billion euros, about $2.5 billion in projected wine produce sales this year. That's on top of the 1 billion euros in exports lost last year due to the pandemic. Now, with the industry estimated to be worth around 14 billion euros annually and employing some 600,000 people just for the wine industry, the economic damage could be significant. Last week, President Emmanuel Macron tweeted his support for farmers trying to save their crops by lighting candles and fires or placing torches in between rows of vines. He says, "To you farmers who throughout France have fought relentlessly night after night to protect the fruits of your labor, I want to tell you all our full support in this fight. Hold on tight, we are by your side, and we will remain," so Macron said. I remember about over 150 years ago, the France vineyards had such a devastating blow to their production that they had to import raisins from the southernmost island of Greece, from Crete, in order to make wine from the dried raisins. Can you imagine? So please leave your comments and thank you for your support.